section. Good evening and welcome to the session. So today we'll be starting a new topic called averages. We have already completed the algebra inequalities and the word problems. And today we'll be starting the algebra part. Sorry, the averages topic. So before moving, I'll start with the session today now. So before moving toward to the questions, I'll just cover the basics here. So what is averages? Averages is nothing but a number which gives us information about certain items or the group of numbers. So basically what we do is we have a formula for averages. So for example, if you have 6 subjects in 10th standard, if you have 10 standard subjects, for example, if you have 6 subjects, so average marks that a 10th standard person gets is the sum of the marks of all the subjects, sum of marks of all the subjects divided by the number of subjects. So in this case, it was subjects. Normally, if you want to calculate average can be calculated as sum divided by the number of terms. That it can be referred as n. So A is equal to average, AVG average is equal to sum divided by n. This is the main formula that we have. The other formula is from this itself, that sum is equal to sum of all the marks or all the items is equal to average multiplied by the number of terms. This formula is from this first formula itself, that average is equal to sum divided by n. N is the number of terms, and then sum is equal to average into number of terms. So whenever we want to calculate the sum of the numbers or a group of numbers, if they have given the average and if they have given the number of terms which is there, so if we multiply that, we'll get the sum. And if they have given the sum and if they have given the number of terms, then we can calculate average as average is equal to sum divided by n. We just need these two formulas, and if you are well versed with this basic formula, that's more than enough to solve the average questions. I hope you have understood this these two formulas that are there, and once we move into the question, we'll see how to address each question or solve each question through the basics. So if you have any doubts in this, the basics that I've taught, these two formulas, you may ask. If there is no more doubt, we'll start with today's session and we'll start with solving the questions. And the questions that we solve are all UPSC framed questions. These questions are from various exams conducted by UPSC, like CDS, NDA, AF, CF, I think CAPF, yeah, CAPF, UPSC CSC, NDA, CDS. So these questions are from those exams. So these are all framed by the UPSC itself. So you don't have to worry about the quality of questions. And you would also, by solving these questions, you will also understand what UPSC is demanding from people in CSAT. If there are no more questions, we'll move to the question of the day. And these two are the only formulas that you would require to solve all the questions of the averages. Average is equal to sum of the terms divided by the total number of terms, and sum is equal to average of the terms into the number of terms. If these two are more than these two formulas, are more than enough to solve the question. So I hope there is no doubt in this basic concepts. So we'll move to the questions then. So today I'll be giving only 2 minutes for you guys to solve. because average questions can be solved under 2 minutes. So take 2 minutes to solve these questions. I'll set the timer. Please take 2 minutes to solve the question. Please post your answers in the chat section. So most of them have got option B. So we'll see how to go about this question. Normally what we do is, so we'll read the question first. The marks obtained by 5 students are 21, 27, 19, 26 and 32. Later on, 5 grace marks are added to each student. What are the average marks of the revised marks of the students? So they are asking what are the average marks of the revised marks, not the old marks. The old marks was 21, 27, 19, 26 and 32. So if you add, they have given 5 grace marks. If you add 5 marks, grace marks to each subject, so for the first subject, 5 students, sorry. So 21 would become 26, 27 would become 32, and 19 would become 24, and 26 would become 31, and 32 would become 37. Because every student has got 5 grace marks. So these are the marks of the 5 students after they have got the 5 grace marks. And then we have to calculate average. We know that average is equal to sum divided by number of terms. So we'll calculate the sum here. 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 1 is 12 plus 1, 13. 13 plus 7 is 20. 2, 2, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 9 plus 3, 12 plus 3, 15. So the sum is 150. And the number of students are 5. So this is 30. The average marks of the revised marks of students is 30. The correct answer is option B. I hope things are clear. If you have any query, you can post your query in the chat section. Else, we'll move to the next question. Okay, since there are no queries, we'll move to the next question of the day. So take 2 minutes to solve this question. Time. So please mark your answers. People who have solved this, please mark your answer. Okay, there are multiple answers. One has got option D, one has got option C, and one more have got option A. People who have yet to mark, post your answers, please post it. Okay, there is quite a number of variation here. C, D, and A. We'll see how to go about this question. So what they're asking is, they're saying that let the average score of a class of boys and girls in an examination be P. The ratio of boys and girls in the class is 3:1. The average score of the boys is P plus 1. Then what is the average score of the girls? So we know that average is equal to sum divided by number of terms, and sum is equal to average into number of terms. These are the two formulas that we know. And now they're saying that average score of they're saying that in this case, boys divided by girls is equal to 3:1. So if boys, the ratio of boys is to girls is 3:1, then we can, we can take number of boys as 3x and the number of girls as x. This is what we can do. And they are saying that the average score of the class of boys and girls is P. So the average is equal to P. and the sum would be average into the number of terms. Though, so what we can do is we can take the average formula here. Average is equal to the sum of the scores divided by total number of students. The sum of scores divided by total number of students. And to calculate the sum of the scores, we know that number of boys are 3x, and the average score of boys is p plus 1. So average and the total class average is p. We know that total class average is p, and the number of boys are 3x, and the average score of the boys is p plus 1, and the number of girls are x, and we don't know the average of the girls, so let it be a, or I'll take it as g here, divided by total number of students are 3x plus x. So this is the formula. The average, that is p, is equal to sum of the scores. Sum of the scores is we know that sum of individual people, like sum of the scores of boys is 3x are the number of boys into p plus 1 is the average score of the boys, and the number of girls are x, and the average score of the girls we need to calculate. G we need to calculate here, and let that be marked here. So this is the formula, and this is the equation that we have, and we'll cross multiply this. We have p is equal to 3x plus 3x p plus 3x plus xg divided by 4x. Three xp plus 3x plus xg divided by 4x. Or what we can do is we can eliminate x here on the numerator. In the numerator and denominator, we can take x common. This will be 3p plus 3 plus g. Yes, we are doing that. It will be 4x. I am cancelling x and x here. This will be 4p is equal to 3p plus 3 plus g. This implies 4p minus p minus 3 is equal to g. This implies g is equal to p minus 3. The average of the girls, average score of the girls is equal to p minus 3. The correct answer is option C. I hope this is clear. If you have any doubts, you can ask. So we'll move to the next question. So a library has an average number of 510 visitors on Sunday. There are 510 visitors on Sunday, 240 on other days. What is the average number of visitors per day in a month of 30 days beginning with Saturday? So they are saying that on Sundays, the visitors are 510. Other days, visitors are 240. And they're asking what is the average number of visitors per day in a month of 30 days beginning with Saturday. So we know that average is equal to sum of the visitors of all the visitors of all the days and divided by the number of terms, that is 30 days in this case. So to calculate the sum, we need to find out, so they have said that the first day of the month is Saturday. This is Saturday, the first day, and Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the 8th day would be again Saturday. So like this, there are 30 days. So in 30 days, there would be 4 weeks. That is 7 into 4. You have 28 days. And after that, there are 2 more days. So like this, there will be on 14th day. And again, this is 15th day. This would be a Friday. Like this, there will be last 2 days left out. That is Saturday and Sunday. There will be 4 weeks like this. 1, 2, 3, and 1 more week will be there. And in each week there are 7 days. And they're saying that in one week, Saturdays would be, except Sunday, all other days are the average visitors are 240. So for one week, to calculate the number of visitors for 1 week, it would be 240 into 6. This is for other days. And for Sunday, the sum is, so the average visitors are 510. So if we do 240 into 6, this will be 24, 2, 12, 14, 1440. This is 1440 plus 510. If I add this 510 here, 1950. So 1950 is per week. The number of visitors in a week is 1950, and we have 4 weeks and then extra 2 days. So 4 weeks would be 1950 into 4. This is for 1 week. So we have 4 weeks here for 28 days. So this will be 5 4s are 20, 9 4s are 36, 38, 7,800. This would be for number of visitors for 4 weeks. But in this month, there are things saying that 30 days are there. So 2 more days, that is Saturday and Sunday, we have to add. Saturday would be the normal 240 people, and Sunday would be 510 people. So if I add this, is 7,800, 240, and 510. 5 is 8 plus 2 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, 8,550. So 8,550 is the total sum of the visitors in a month. 8,550. This is the total sum of the visitors in this month of 30 days, and divided by the days, that is 30. This is 30. 0, 0 cancels. 3 1s are 1, 3. And this is 3 1s are 3, sorry. 3 2s are 6. 3 8 4, 3 5s are 15. This is 285. The correct answer is option C. I hope this is clear. If you have any doubts, you can please post it in the chat section. So we have 30 days. So we have 7 days a week, 7 weeks, 7 days, 7 days, 7 days, and then 2 extra days, Saturday and Sunday. This one. In these 7 days, the visitors are 1950 for each week. And then these 2 days we have added here 240 and 510. And total visitors are 8550 for the whole month. Divided by 30, that would give 285. I hope this is clear. If you have any query, you can post it in the chat section. So we'll move to the next question. So take 2 minutes to solve this. Time. Please post your answers in the chat section. So we'll see how to go about this question. They're saying that in a class of 100 students, the average weight is 30 kgs. If the average weight of the girls is 24 kg and that of the boys is 32 kg, then what is the number of girls in the class? So let the number of boys be B, let the number of boys be B and number of girls be G. The total B plus G is 100 students. And we know that the average is for the whole class is 30. And the average weight of the girls is 24. So number of girls is G into 24. This is, and then we have boys B into the average weight of the boys is 32. So now this whole number will give you the weight of all the students, the sum of the weight of all the 100 students. That divided by, we have B plus G. We have this equation. So in this equation, we know that B plus G is equal to 100. So this would be 300, 30 into B plus G, that is 100 here, 300. And I'll substitute the value of, since we need the number of girls, I have to calculate the number of girls here. I'll take this G is equal to 100 minus B. So I'll substitute the value of, this is V is equal to 100 minus G. I'll substitute the value of B in this. We have G into 24 plus B is 100 minus G into 32. This is 3000 is equal to 24G plus 3200 minus 32G. And I would move 32 that side. 32G minus 24G is equal to 3200 minus 3000. This is 8G is equal to 200. This implies G is equal to 200 by 4. 8. This is 2 4s are 200, and 4 1s are 425. The number of girls is 25. G is equal to 25. I hope things are clear. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Okay, we'll move to the next question then. So take 2 minutes to solve this question. They're saying that the average marks of a section A is 65 and that of section B 70. The average marks of both the sections are 67. Then the ratio of the number of students of section A to that of section B. So let the number of students in section A be A and section B be B. So they have given that the average marks of both the section combined is 67. And then what we have to find out is A by B. This is what we need to find out. A is the number of students in section A and B is the number of students in section B. So together the combined average marks of the section is 67 and the average marks of section A alone is 65. The number of students in section A is A into the average marks of the section A is 65. Then we have number of students in B and the average marks of the section B is 70 divided by A plus B. We'll cross multiply this. This will be 67 A plus B is equal to 65A plus 70B. I'll open this bracket here. 67A plus 67B is equal to 65A plus 70B. I'll keep A terms in the left hand side and B terms I'll move this side. 67A minus 65A is equal to 70B minus 67B. Move this B here. This is 2A is equal to 3B. 70 minus 67 is 3b, and a by b is equal to 3 by 2. So the ratio of the students, now number of students in A to the number of students in B is 3 by 2. So the correct answer is option A. I hope this is clear. If you have any questions, you can post it in the group. I'll be happy to address your query. Okay. We'll move to the next question. Take 2 minutes to solve this. And so they're saying that the mean of 5 numbers is 15. If one more number is added, the mean of the 6 numbers becomes 17. What is the included number? So they're saying that mean of 5 numbers is 15. If one more number is added, the mean of the 6 numbers becomes 17. So we have the mean of, let the number be n, the number that is added is n here. So we know that sum is equal to average into n, number of terms. So we know that the combined average of 6 numbers is 17. That is equal to the 5 numbers sum is 5 into 15. And the new number that is added is, let that be n. It's n. And there are total 6 numbers. 6. And this should be 17 into 6 is equal to 75 plus n. And this is 102. 75 plus n. N is equal to 102 minus 75 is equal to 27. N is equal to 27. And the correct answer is option D. We'll move to the next question then. So take 3 minutes to solve this question. 2 minutes. So take 2 minutes to solve this. Over this question, the mean marks obtained by 300 students in a subject are 60. The mean of the top 100 students was found to be 80. The mean of the last 100 students was found to be 50. So the mean marks of the remaining 100 are. So again, we know that the sum is equal to average into number of terms. So we can use this formula here. The mean of 300 students are 300 students are 60. So 300 into 60 is equal to the mean of the top 100 students was found to be 80. And the top 100 is 80. And the last 100, the mean of the last 100 is 50. 100 into 50. And we need to find the mean of the remaining 100 students. Plus 100 into this is marks. Calculate it as represent it as n. So I'll take 100 common out of this. This will be 3 into 60 is equal to 80 plus 5. Sorry, 50. This is 50 plus m. 6 3 is 18 minus 80 minus 50 is equal to m. This is 100 minus 50 is 50. 180 minus 80 is 100. 100 minus 50 is 50. So m is 50. The mean marks of the remaining 100 students is option 50. That is option D. So most of them have. So we'll move to the next question then. So take 2 minutes to solve this question. it's time for this question. They're saying that a cricketer has a certain average of 10 innings, and in the 11th inning he scored 108 runs, thereby increasing his average by 6 runs. What is this new average? The new average is, let the old average be A and the new average is A plus 6. They're asking what is A plus 6, not A. So please be very careful with this. They're asking A plus 6, not A. So let the old average be A. So for 10 innings, the average, the total runs was A into 10. In the 11th innings, he scored 108. This is the total runs for the 11 innings total. So the first 10 innings, the score to marks, sorry, the runs, the score was A into 10, and the 11th inning he scored 108 divided by total number of innings is 11 is equal to the new average is A plus 6. The old average, the average has increased by 6. So we have 10A plus 108 is equal to 11 into A plus 6. And 10A plus 108A, oh sorry, 108 is equal to 11A plus 66. A is equal to 108 minus 66. This is 34 plus 8, 42. We have A is equal to 42. But we need to calculate A plus 6 is 42 plus 6 is equal to 48. The new average is 48, not 42. So people would have directly marked this. So this is a trick here, I mean a trap. So the correct answer is option C. Okay, we'll move to the next question then. We have 2 more questions. So we'll move to the next question. Take 2 minutes to solve this. They're saying that if the mean age of the combined group of boys and girls is 18 and the mean age of boys is 20 and that of the girls is 16, what is the percentage of boys? So we let the number of boys be B and number of girls be G, and we need to find B divided by B plus G into 100. This is what we need to find out. So just mark it here. And what they've given is, if the mean age of the combined group of boys and girls is 18, so combined is 18, and the mean age of the boys is 20. So number of boys is B into 20, and then that of the girls is 16 into G divided by B plus G. So we'll cross multiply this. This is 18B plus 18G is equal to 20B plus 16G. So we'll move this B here and this G this side. This is 2B is equal to 2G. So we know we have B is equal to G, or B by G is equal to 1. So if we need to calculate B by B plus G, we know that B is equal to G. B divided by B plus G is also B into 100. This B upon 2B into 100. This is 1 by 2 into 100 is 50. So number of the percentage of boys is 50%. Correct answer is option B. I hope this is clear. So take 2 minutes to solve this. How to go about this question? They are saying that the mean of 20 observations is 17. On checking, it was found that 2 observations were wrongly copied as 3 and 6. If the wrong observation are replaced by the correct values 8 and 9, then what is the correct mean? So they were saying that out of this 20, there were 20 observations, and in that 20 observations, the average was 17. But afterwards, they found that there were 2 observations, that is 3 and 6. And these 3 were wrongly taken as 3 and 6, but it should have been 8 and 9. So instead of 3 and 6, it should have been 8 and 9. And then they're asking what is the correct mean. If you observe here, the old average was 17 and the numbers were 3 and 6. I mean, when the numbers were 3 and 6, the average was 17. But they are saying that instead of 3, it should have been 8, and instead of 6, it should have been 9. So the sum would be more actually. The sum would be more and the average would be more, because the observations were less here. So we have underestimated the observations, but it has to be 8 and 9. So if you see the answers, there is only one value that is greater than the old average. That is option A. The correct answer is option A. You don't even have to calculate anything here. I mean, if you want to calculate, you can calculate, but since both the values, they are saying that it is more than the earlier value. So 3 should have been 8, 6 should have been 9. So the excess is here plus 5 and here plus 3. So the total excess is plus 8. And since the numbers are actually more, the average should have been higher than the old average. There is only one answer which has higher than the old average, that is 17.4. And there is one more way in which you can calculate this things. So now they have said that these are the excesses. So these are the excess that was there, plus 5 and plus 3 and plus 8. And now the old average was 17. The new average would be this excess. The excess was plus 8 divided by the total observations, divided by 20. This value should be added to the old average. That is 17 plus excess divided by total terms. This 17 plus 8 by 20 is 0.4. I mean, 8 by 20, you can do it here. 4 2s are 4 5s are. This is 1 by 5 is 0.2. 2 into 1 by 5 is 0.4. 0.4. This is 17.4. You could solve like this itself. Or, I mean, even if you know that the average would have increased and there is only one number which is more than 17, you could have done it without any calculation at all. Then we'll do the averages session on Monday at 8 o'clock. Thanks for coming. Have a good night and have a happy weekend also. Thank you.